Hi there guys, welcome back to the London session in the TRDR console. Today we're just going to have a look at Bitcoin and a few data points, where we've come from and where we're possibly going, as always. Then we are just going to have a look at a couple of altcoins as well, as market structure seemed to be breaking on lower time frames last week. Obviously downtrends on 1 hour time frames. We're just going to see if we are pulling back into trend and where we can possibly go. So let's dive in. So as we can see here, Bitcoin back into the range, long range that we've been in since December. We've basically pushed right into the range, flipped the value area low to support for the minute. Okay, a little bit inverse head and shoulder looking there, and we're just floating above that monthly POC. Just really quickly then, so last week 24th came into the lows, into demand, BTC diamonds, BTC group spot from the TRDR console, as we had volume bull divs on perps, volume bull divs on spot. Open interest was low, funding's low, send it back upstairs, thank you very much. So we were just looking to initially test that liquidity up to 41.6ish, I was thinking, back on the 24th. So when we went live in the Discord last Thursday, so this was on the 25th, was initially looking at liquidity at 40.8. if we take that, was looking for another push up to 41.6. so you can see, you know, classic TA levels that is here as well, quick fib pull, classic TA levels. But yeah, take that liquidity there, as lower liquidity has been taken, go fill some of these offers and see if these guys up here really want to sell it down again. Just while I'm in here, if you're not familiar with the TRDR console, go grab a link from below and get a free trial. Absolute alpha in there. So yeah, looking to push up. OBC was in confluence as well, as we can see here, so just below 41, pockets of offers there, and then if we took that, basically was looking for a push up to 41.6. okay, so that's why we're saying up to 41.6 there. So yeah, nice push up from Bitcoin so far. Where are we now? Okay, so let me just sat above that monthly POC. So yesterday morning, woke up, had a look at the charts, not knowing what to expect on a Monday, obviously. We were just sat under that resistance on the monthly POC, okay, of this range. We'd come back in and we were just sat under that resistance at the monthly POC. Now, I wasn't seeing too much supply, to be honest, but there was lack of bid also, you know, coming out of a weekend into a Monday, European session, slightly lacking volumes. So just said it was pretty simple here. Flip the monthly POC for further long exposure. It's going to make your longs look good if you start to push up, or drop and hold the previous week value area low. So I thought it was quite a possibility, but you could have just come down here a little bit inverse head and shoulder, held some of these levels, find some more demand and bid, and then push up. Okay, so let's bear that in mind. Where are we now? Okay, so here we are. We did push up, probably some market bidding here. Here's our monthly POC. All right, so we've pushed up, and now, you know, what you want to expect really is you want to start holding some of these levels, and you know, you could even just draw a trend line there. You want to start trending, so you know, you could come down and test some of that 42.8 area. What are we stuck under at the minute? You're actually stuck in between two levels. If anyone's a range trader, you'll be familiar with this. This is our current monthly POC. It is a big pull from back in December as well, but the monthly POC is there. The thing we're stuck under as well is previous month POC. So if you just pull this and just take into account a little bit of this ETF nonsense, and then you'll see there, obviously, let me just draw a ray. Okay, just quickly get rid of that. All right, and you'll see where we are. So monthly POCs down here, previous month POC up here, and that is now, you know, resistance, support. This is kind of like what I want to see really. Maybe you're going to just chop around in this zone for a little bit before deciding whether do we find some more market bid and push up, or is this another failure and we just start to rotate down? And obviously on a 4 hour and stuff, this area could quite easily turn into a lower high from here, and you just start to rotate down. So that's just something to bear in mind. Don't get too excited about this price action at the minute. This has been a nice strong move up, really nice. You know, if this was a big failure of the range, I would have expected this zone to completely fail, this 41.2, and then rotate down from there. That would have been very bearish. But at the minute, pushed back into the range, you flipped the monthly POC, and here we are. All right, so yeah, nothing to get too excited about, but just bear in mind you're still stuck under there with quite a bit of resistance. What we're seeing on the lower time frames, okay, I kind of expect this, to be honest. As you push up, you've almost got these kind of bear divs just forming at the minute on the volume. All right, so nothing too major because it's just 15-minute at the minute, but just bear that in mind. Open interest could do with being a little bit higher if you're going to start hedging short positions. Yeah, we'll see as the day goes on. 1 hour time frame looks all right. So lower time frame, 15-minute, slight bear divs, but yeah, you could just get a pull down, reset down here, find some demand and go from there. All right, let's just have a look at what demand we've got. Let me just go to Joule tab. Okay, so we can see our demand zone here, triple band, really nice. We've got no immediate bid on Bitcoin, to be honest. More supply, I would have to say. So you've got supply here. Bitstamp have got some supply. You can just see here on the aggregated depth, you're just hitting some supply as well. But you have come from massive demand back here. Okay, this was over 1 billion depth on the aggregated order books. But yeah, you have got some supply here. Coinbase have got some supply. So that's something to bear in mind. You're under the previous monthly POC. You're back in the range, but you are under that previous month POC and you are hitting some supply here. Even perps are just coming out of it in the order books a little bit here. All right, so yeah, just something to bear in mind. Maybe it chops around here a little bit as you're back in the range. It's a price auction, you know. If you've not got enough demand here, you're gonna have to float back down and find some bidders down there. All right, so a little bit of supply there. Let's go into some classic TA quickly on Bitcoin, and then we're just going to dive into a couple of altcoins as well, see where we've come from. Okay, so quick top down, weekly, failure of the order block there, come down on the weekly Bitcoin. You're a cat's cock hair off the weekly 21, which is currently coming in at 37.7. So nicely bid up. Obviously I'm just on H&A candles here. I hate normal candles, so might not be absolutely spot on. Daily chart, actually got this big old channel here that's interesting to see, and then a fib pull from back at this range flip zone here, and it's interesting to see that we've just come down, absolutely tickled that 0.5 fib and back tested the channel. And yeah, I mean, you have to say, even on a daily time frame now, being above that POC, it's looking quite nice at the minute. But yeah, big move down, big move up, maybe just get some chop for a while. Okay, 4 hour time frame, here we are again, under a 4 hour order block, under a fib pull, high to low, you know, big VPVR level there, and again, let's just check that previous month POC just before ETF scam. All right, and here you go. Let me just get, yeah, let's get it right on. Okay, and there you go. So you know, same as what we showed in the TRDR console, but just a little bit of confirmation there. So big resistance here. Not surprised to see that supply in the order books. Are people expecting a lower high here, and you just start to rotate down? You know, I've obviously got a little bit of an order block there as well where we got bought up. So yeah, 4 hour time frame, you're under some big resistance. You know, best thing to do, again, like waiting for that POC to flip there. Do we flip this one? You know, with that resistance above in the order books, I certainly wouldn't be just starting to chase green candles up here. Okay, 1 hour time frame, let me just zoom out. So this was our whole range, this was our trend from back in October, and actually if you look at the 1 hour time frame, what you're actually doing is you're trending range, trend, bid, failure. One thing to bear in mind is just on this 1 hour, you're actually back testing this old trend line. Okay, so I'm not a trend line trader in the slightest. I would almost say that, you know, horizontal price action is better, but yeah, just to bear in mind, you're fighting this old trend line. Classic TA would say your shorts come in here and you rotate down. You really need to flip this and, you know, start converting this 43 level back to support. Again, just pull a fib for that previous POC, a fixed range, and there again you can see, I won't draw a line this time, but you can just see what you're fighting against. So big VPR, level, big POC level, order block, and previous trend line just on the 1 hour time frame there. All right guys, so yeah, remains to be seen on Bitcoin. Play it level to level. I think this has been a nice move up. Maybe we do rotate back down again into this kind of zone. You know, possibly, let me just pull a fib from right there. So yeah, not and again, so POC, order block, and a 0.5 fib there, you can just see. All right, let me just pull that to there. I just want us to have a look at this. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say that you're going to start holding this POC now, really, and then, you know, if you want to get bullish, if I can use that term, and start to rotate up again and continue the trend. But if you did suddenly get some kind of flash down, you're certainly looking a little bit inverse head and shouldery here, so that's maybe something to keep an eye on. If we do come down and find some demand there, that maybe would look quite nice. Okay, so yeah, let's just dive in quickly to a couple of altcoins. ETH is looking okay, I think, here. Obviously it's done the same thing Bitcoin's done, but yeah, I think it's looking all right, to be honest. Big POC here at the 2230, so say 2240 level. Lot of work to do. It's just holding its 1 hour EMA there, VWAP just below, but yeah, you can see it's, you know, it failed its POC here, come back tested it. So if anyone was bidding there at the 2238 level, that's really nice. So yeah, you really want these to kind of just hold here, and then get some continuation up if you want in long exposure. Okay, Sol I think is looking quite nice also. This almost looks like a little bit of a fake out on Sol, so massive trend up, trend, and now what we're seeing, similar thing on Sol, and I'm going to show you the order books in a second. But Sol, yeah, it's almost looking like a little bit of a fake out this, and you're going back to trend. So what can we see here? Let me just pull a quick fib on Sol. I will keep this quick on the altcoins. Okay, so again, 0.5 fib, just into some resistance there, and that's quite obvious resistance. Just as you know, you could be saying, okay, maybe that trend line's something like that. You know, pull it a little bit, back test, so break, back test, down, come back test. And if we just go and have a look at the order books on Sol, okay, so you can just see order blocks on Sol as we see here. Spot are doing some selling. All right, so something to be aware of on Sol. I've seen crypto Twitter getting a bit excited about Sol. Yeah, it's had a really good move up, but this is not the zone to start chasing green candles. All right, so just remember what we saw in TradeView, classic tier level. As you're hitting supply here on Sol, okay, classic tier, back testing a trend line, 0.5 fib. Yeah, just have to see, maybe a bit of chop around. This is a monster move up, really nice move if anybody caught that. So yeah, looking all right, but don't chase the green. Rune, I quite like the look of, a little bit bull flaggish almost, but I'm just keeping an eye on this trend line. Again, it's had a really nice move. It just looks like it wants to break that trend line a little bit and maybe get a bit of a reversal. That'd be really nice. What is it doing here? Okay, so the order flow on Rune, yeah, some spot selling again, but right up to $5. Okay, so where does that take us? Let's have a look. $5 takes you just below that 1 hour order block there. All right, so that'd be really nice. Come back, hit some of this order block, then maybe you back test the trend for your confirmation right where this VPVR is, and then absolutely send it. That could be quite nice, I think. So yeah, couple of alts looking good, but yeah, as I say, it's just don't chase green candles. I mean, this whole thing could turn into, you know, like we see on Bitcoin here, this whole thing could turn into lower highs, and you just rotate, and then we go and fill people's bids a lot lower. We've still got a weekly and monthly NPOCs that have not been hit down here, with confluence of a few order blocks and that 700 MA on the 4 hour. So if we do start to get rotations down, just see it as opportunity. But at the minute, yeah, quite nice that we are back in the range and just battling these zones so quick. All right, so yeah, looking quite nice. So yeah, keep it fairly quick, this one. Tried to race through a couple of altcoins as well that I'm looking at. We will be live in the TRDR console later on. If you've got any questions about the console, then jump in and drop the questions for us. Any data points you're looking at, or how to set up any alerts or templates or anything. If you're new, jump in. We'll be live at the US Open and we'll see everyone there. Alright guys, cheers.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat, that's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?